Good morning, everybody. Give me a couple minutes. Some people hop on. Yeah, a couple more minutes.
Good morning. Okay, hello. Okay, let me just set my laptop up real quick. Okay, there we go. Let me just wait for my scanners to pop up here. But off the top of my head, actually no, let's just wait. Just wait. It's got a few minutes, 3 minutes till they said this thing would start. Give some people some time.
Alright, let's do this.
Give a couple minutes. We said 5:45. Okay, let me go over my watch list. Not much. It's already posted on Twitter if you guys want to take a look at that at the same time. Okay, here. Okay, you ready? Might as well. It's just a minute. Let's do it. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for showing up to this. First time doing a pre-market kind of lesson prep here. So, want to try pulling up your scanner, see if it works?
Yeah.
Might as well. I got 4 right now on mine. I got CRXT, DLPN, KLDO, and PPTS. That's what's popping up for me. Slightly different ones. Okay, I don't know why yours is different. But yeah. So
Yeah, the scanner is weird.
yeah, I don't get yours. Okay, so let me just dive into it. We'll go over the top watches, what I'm expecting from them this morning so far, what I have on my watch list. We'll go through it.
We'll start with MDVL since it's already up.
Okay, yes, perfect. MDVL, right out of the watch list, looking for a multi-day bounce here.
So just looking for that momentum shift.
Yeah. Right now, let's see. Did gap down yesterday. The day before it had gap down as well. Today we're not really gapping down. Still got 45 minutes left, but you know, if
It's
this
got
thing,
that low here of 139.
yeah, so if this thing could keep holding up, fail to really break past 140, fail to really go red on the day, and we get that bottoming action that we typically look for and that high day break, like the two multi-day bounces we went over yesterday, PHIO and VERU, how we're looking for that high day break in the morning after some consolidation. That's going to be the confirmation of that momentum shift. So MDVO is going to still be a top watch for me until it proves that it's just going to fail. So just going to keep that on watch. It's still going to be the same plan, multi-day bounce. Looking for, and let's calculate it beforehand too, because this is what I usually do as well. So with a multi-day bounce, I know they typically spike right around 30%. And then the previous close, 144, we'll take 144 times 0.3 plus 1.44. So I'm expecting this to top out in the 180s. The reading here is 1.872. So we got about 40 cents a range to work with this thing. I'll probably be taking 20 cents, my goal. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan with MDVO. Looking forward to get back to the high ones. And I'm just going to be looking for that quick snipe for the multi-day bounce. Same thing with PHIO, the way we traded that yesterday. And then next up, let's go over VERU. This thing is still holding up. We had a little dip today, pre-market. Tested the red to green slash breakout level of 14.5. And here we are holding right now. So with this thing, I'll probably be playing. I might ignore an open price play. I want to see some more confirmation from this. I would rather wait to see it get back up to the 1662 pre-market high and the 1678 after hours high from yesterday. Similar with ATER, that was also part of the plan yesterday. If it failed to break down, I wanted to get back to that after hours high, consolidate around there, which is what it did. As you can see here, this one didn't run as much as VERU did after hours, but it still failed to break down. Once you got the failure to break after hours high in the mid fives, early kind of the day, late morning, going into midday, then you got the rip going into 9 o'clock, 9:30.
So yeah, ideally it sets up somewhat like this.
Yeah, so be more patient. Let it set up. Let the shorts. Like I'm not gonna be trading this right at the open. I'm definitely gonna be patient, letting it set up. So VERU until it totally breaks down past, like, probably cracks 14, maybe 13. We'll see how steep the decline is. But once it starts breaking key levels, probably will be done with it. Maybe just leave an alert in case later on in the day we get a short squeeze if it fails to continue lower.
It's like this consolidated for a whole hour until it picked a direction.
Right.
So
yeah. So
kind of thinking like something similar, at least a whole hour until.
I don't know if it's gonna be similar. I expect it to be differently because yesterday short sellers and buyers saw how ATER worked out, so they might be adapting a little bit today to it.
That's true.
So it might be a general similar pattern, but the way it kind of forms might be a little different. So just keeping this, because right now we're approaching 14.5 key level, 15 key level. If this keeps making higher lows, definitely that pre-market high, after hours high, I'll be looking for that break to test $2.
Yeah, that'll be a key level.
Because that's the next resistance level in the 18s. If you, where is it? Right, that red candle here. I believe it's the 17th. One second. Oh, that's the weekly chart. Okay, never mind. That's why. I got some resistance on my chart on the daily around 19, high 18s. There's a little perk there from last year, February, when it last spiked.
Yeah, see on the max chart it's showing me like
Yeah,
15.
yeah, so I got 1876-ish, seems to be the level. But 20 is right
I
there.
might have to change that then.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, no worries.
Just take out the 1 week.
But But yeah, Viru also another top watch for now. Still failing to break down. If shorts fail to take this lower, we'll get the reverse that I'm looking for probably. But then after that, another top watch, LIXT. Another multi-day bounce here. Recent run, ended up feeling bad that other day. Yesterday, tried to put in a bottom, it seems like. So today, if it fails to break down, we'll probably get some short covering. A lot of shorts probably in there from the threes. Now they're up nicely. If it fails to head lower, we're gonna probably start locking in profits, and I'll expect to move to the mid twos probably with this thing. Yeah, just thinking of that 30%, how it'd react, spiking there.
Hi, Seko.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
So LIXT, VERU, and MDVL still my top watches. And then let me go into the my scanners now. Still have the four tickers I mentioned earlier: KLDO, CRXT, DLPN, and PBTS. Right off the bat, probably won't be trading KLDO or PBTS. Too cheap for me. I don't like cheap plays, but we will go over it as well, just to go over the pattern. So KLDL, what do we got here? Spiked yesterday. It's feeling to break down now after a decline. I don't like that overhead resistance that it's got a bunch of selling going on. Not a nice chart. Just fade, fade, fade. It's getting the bounce off of this panic from the 150s. Wow, 150 to 14 cents. Wow. Now we're jumping 50 cents yesterday. Don't necessarily have a pattern for this, so I can't really say much about it besides technical analysis wise. This thing breaks 50 cents from previous high day from yesterday. It might offer a move, but this isn't something that I have conviction in. That is a pattern of mine. So this would be an ignore. As well as the price. I don't really like the cheaper stocks. I like at least $1. So KLDO an ignore for me. I'm not really liking that right now. But we've seen cheaper plays move, so I'm okay with missing this. There's other plays going on. If I miss one or two cheaper price plays, it's okay. By the end of the day, there's going to be a play that I like and capture. So just sticking to my strategy.
Just be picky.
Yeah, just ignoring that. PBTS.
PB,
yeah. Spiking nicely from 30 cents or so. Resistance here, 42 cents. I just broke it. It's at 45. Yeah, if you can make the 40s support and break above 50, probably can make a move to 60. But once again, I'm not a fan of that price. Just gonna be picky. What's the news on this? See if it has the news. Nothing. Don't see anything. Don't like the history. One and dones. Probably an ignore for me.
yeah, unless it really proves itself.
Yeah, I think there's other plays. I don't want to add some more that I'm already not a big fan of and just stress myself out, stretch myself thin, looking at a bunch of plays. I'm liking my top 3 watches so far. Besides that, next up we got CRXT. DLPN just came off the watch. I don't know why. Oh, it's fading, that's why. We'll get to that. The CRXT. Solid bounce here from 80, 90 cents yesterday. Got resistance up at 213. Topped out pre-market today 176, but that was early on, so I'm not seeing that on my chart, but I see that it's a high day. What's the float? I got a small market cap, 20 million float. Already doing a quarter of it, a little bit over. CRXT, kind of interesting. What's the news? 8K the other day. Today, not much, just saying it's a top percent gainer.
It says they saw positive top line results from a phase 3 trial.
That was on the 6th, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, my bad.
I can see the open price. I could see that pattern fitting for this. It's up decently on the day. It does have overhead resistance, so I will be looking to sell into the high ones if this is something that I end up trading. But the setup I see, if this fails to break down and crack the 120s or so, who knows, maybe, well, yeah. I would say if it really cracks on strong volume, game over. But, like I say, if it has a dip, doesn't totally break down, kind of consolidate, and I'll be looking for it 10-15 minutes later for a potential reclaim of open price in the VWAP reclaim to test the 170s plus. So about a solid 20% plus angle on this. Just looking to take a quick 10-15%. What are you looking up? I thought it was 20.3 million on this. So I'll add CRXT. Open price / VWAP reclaim and hold. Looking to test high ones. Just taking a quick 10-15. Another one that I have on watch, ATNM. Nothing much yet, but it is holding up close to 7.5, where there's kind of a breakout. No volume or anything yet, so that's not encouraging, but just something to keep on watch in the back of your mind in case everything kind of doesn't work out. Something that you might pull up and see spiking. But ATNM, we got a breakout at 7.5 from the other day.
It is over a right candle though.
Definitely is. I do acknowledge that, but if the volume comes in, that's really going to be the key. But if it doesn't, like Jared said, like I always talk about, red candles, a lot more sketch of a breakout. Either will be choppy, or give it some extra time, maybe a late day play to really suck in the shorts and have the volume for it to make a move.
Yeah.
But definitely not going to be a top watch. Just wanted to mention it for just keeping it on our watch for later. What else do we have? Let me see. What's ATR doing today? Red, not by much, but red. That one I have is a previous high daybreak over 662 or 64 rather. Sorry. Another multi-day bounce to maybe keep an eye on. I don't like the overall chart, but it is technically going to be a multi-day bounce play. That'll be HOTH. Hoth. It did have, I'm pretty sure this one had an offering of some sort, and that's what killed the play on that initial day of where it was spiking, if I remember correctly. But now it's below that price, I think in the 80s. If this thing could keep holding up, fail to head lower, it is it's way off the highs in the 160s. So this might be something that could offer a reversal, but I do like the other bounce plays that I have on watch a little more, the LIXT and MDVL. So those are my main two multi-day bounce plays today. And then VRU, if that keeps failing to break down, we're going to be looking for the confirmation of the breakout. Looks like it's still going sideways. We'll see how this reacts at the open.
Yeah, I'm excited about VRU the most.
Yeah, we'll see how that one is. So those are my top 3 plays. I just added CRXT from the scanner. The only one that I really liked from there. I forgot to go over DLPN because that one was fading, but it was on there for a minute. Low float, low market cap, gapping, overhead resistance. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that chart. Just so much selling every single time it spikes. What's the high? 528. Next resistance 6. High 5, 6-ish. I'm not liking the fade with DLPN right now. The momentum doesn't look strong for it, but there's still half an hour. It could work something out in the next half an hour. But probably if this any pattern that I see here, I would probably trade the 528 high a day, the pre-market high from this morning. Looking for that to test the 6-ish area. Take a quick snipe into the high 5s, 6 area. Besides that, it's got a lot of resistance up at 6. It's got a fat red candle with a lot of volume on that day. The high day that day was 6.5. So not my favorite, but it is a low float, low market cap. So if it fails to break down, it could definitely squeeze. But only play that I would really see there is 528 pre-market high. Not my keys, relax. But yeah, for now, really just eyeing VERU and the 2 multi-day bounces, LIXT and DVL. Just sticking to the watch list today from yesterday that I had. I hope you guys were able to check out the video lesson I had going over my top plays, similar to some of the stuff I'm saying here today, besides the new plays that I'm checking out on my scanner. Jared, do you have anything else you're kind of watching or something?
Guys.
Have a great one. Thank
Bye,
you.
Peyton. No, not really.
Yeah. So those are my main watches. That was the watch list from last night. All I did today was add CRXT for the open price of VWAP claim and hold, looking for a test of the high ones just to take a quick 10-15%. So yeah,
What's BFRI doing?
I saw it this morning, wasn't doing anything. Yeah, down 8%. It's in the mid 4s. Yeah, I was looking for that 612 Brady cream yesterday, but doesn't look like we're gonna be getting it. If anything that happens, got a 3 million float, but it doesn't look to have the volume today so far. Just 200,000. Pretty light so far. Yeah, we'll definitely be live at the open. Go over hopefully.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions.
Yeah. If you guys got tickers you guys are looking at, or wants to take a quick look at, or a question about what we're approaching, how we found some of these plays or whatnot. Yeah, I'm happy to answer here. The sound is on, right?
Yes, the sound is on. I even made sure because this morning this was muted.
Oh, really?
I was like, why is that muted?
Interesting.
Yeah, see. Just so you see.
Okay, perfect. Traumatized after yesterday. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Gonna be patient. So all day. Things definitely come late day as well and set up nicely. Today is the last day of the trading week. So probably, gonna treat it like a Friday today. Shorts trying to get out before the weekend. Got a long weekend, 3-day weekend ahead. So doubt they really want to be into anything speculative overnight. So we'll be eyeing some failure to break down on one of these plays. Don't know which one it is yet, but we'll definitely get a move today. Something we get one a day at least. So why not continue that pattern today? But by the looks of things, what else we got here? BRQS cheaper play. Just popped up on the scanner.
What is it?
BRQS. But at the same time, also we judge going into the day, like looking at how many plays are up on the scanner, how much they're up. You get a gauge of what the momentum should be for the day as well. Like right now we got 2, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, 5 tickers. All of them up at least 15%. Just one of them, really. The rest are up at least 25%. So some decent movers pre-market. That might set up some short squeezes. We'll see what happens. but a rising tide lifts all boats. So if we got a bunch of plays, active market, pre-market, things are moving. That's gonna invite some more momentum from other plays and sectors and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. Just of course gonna sit back and relax. Now, still got 25 minutes, so probably wrap it up here. I don't see any questions, so hope that was helpful to anyone. And we'll be back for live stream back at 6:30. We'll probably start at 6:29, just right before the market. Since you guys have our plays, you know what we're looking at, how we approach this pre-market, and yeah, I'm good right now. You good? Perfect.
Good.
We'll take a little break and we'll be back in 25 minutes. Perfect. Okay, so I got Veer holding up. We'll see how this acts.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
If this acts anything like I have in mind, because I feel like some shorts will learn a bit. I feel like this might take off early, because there won't be much sellers early on. We'll get a quick move, but then they'll pack it, and then from there we'll have to see if it fails to break down a potential move higher. But that's just my thinking of how it might work out, but we definitely will see. Could be completely different.
All right.
50 seconds left.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Want to try a little bit of this?
I'm good, thank
It's like a mocha.
you. You mention it every single day. A chocolate milk with coffee. I know.
This time, it's different. This time, I added a little bit of sugar.
Whoa. What do you do?
Made it a
Just
little sweeter.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anything else on the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that little bell, Fatty. Something about it, you know. So far, we're dipping.
Yes, indeed.
And you keep an eye on the CRTXs.
XT. Not the X. The XT.
Sorry,
No, just so you know. If you type it wrong, just no confusion.
it's ripping though.
Yeah.
Price break, the market highs.
Damn. Took off.
That's hard. It just takes off.
We'll
like
see.
that.
We'll see what happens. We can set up later. But I'm glad this was a watch of mine. I added it to the watch list and thought it had the potential of making a move higher. And yeah. Me and Mike saw that. Okay. Yeah, Viru dipping hard.
How are our multi-day bounces looking?
Not great right now.
Not great. Great.
Now we'll see what consolidation we get on CRXT. Who knows? Got some heavy selling. How's it going, Jason?
Welcome, Jason.
Welcome. Let us know if you got any questions. Apparently we trade a lot differently than the other streamers. So, yeah, right now we got top watches. Yes, I've made good money on it. I haven't recently. If I'm going to be honest, I haven't really been focusing on that one so much. I've been doing a lot more with the multi-day bounce, but I've tracked the VWAP hold into a high day test to possibly even squeeze higher, and it is a good strategy. You could definitely make some good money off of it. We saw it yesterday. I was talking about it live here, CRTD. That one ended up having a nice VWAP hold, and squeezing back to the high of day like I suspected. Didn't have enough to head higher, but you got a decent profit angle from the 140s to 160. You know, you make your 10%. You try to do that day in, day out. You know, you're let it compound over time. It could definitely be a profitable strategy for someone. Um, so yeah, it is in our artillery for plays. Yeah, of course. But also would
I
say
would
track it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get comfortable with it. Track it. Take screenshots. Um, really get comfortable with the pattern. Once you're really immersed in it, you really understand how it moves, the psychology behind it, and the data behind it. And damn, CRXT moving again. But yeah, will definitely work out. Yeah, I like that pattern too, definitely. But I felt like recently it hasn't been super hot, so that's why I've kind of been staying away from it. But yeah, neat. Wow, that was a big mover. Yeah. No, it can. It like don't expect it every single day. But if that's something you focus on and it lines up with a certain criteria that you find that works consistently, um, definitely could be a long term strategy. There are people out there that focus on just one strategy. If that's the one you want to focus on, track it, and I think you could definitely be profitable from it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Yeah.
I took the high of day break.
Yeah, I remember trading that.
Yeah, on this
Yeah,
we took the high of day break because some of
No,
them.
I didn't. I remember calling it. But yeah, I was looking for that.
Did I or was this? Yeah, I did. I remember
Yeah.
trading this. Yes. I sold way too soon. Like
CRXT did an early move, but performed the open price play pretty much. Came back, held the VWAP, an open price at 135, and he was a solid 20-cent push.
Lira is up. What's it? Should probably keep Lira on watch.
Yeah, I have it in the back of my watch list.
It needs volume, but $8 break.
Viru trying to hold a breakout level.
Yeah, Viru, I just need to consolidate and
Yeah.
hold up.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Maybe it does act exactly like ATR from yesterday.
What time is it? Yeah, I
36.
give this to like 7.
We'll see.
I want to see how it holds throughout this first half hour. I don't know why I just did the wave there, but
And also, Jason, if you're still in here, if you go on our YouTube channel, a week or two ago, I made a video lesson going over our patterns and how we trade them. Nice. If you want to check that out on our YouTube, it's like I think about 20 minutes or so. The video lesson, I go in over the patterns of what we trade, the only ones we focus on, that we've tracked, that we know how they move. I go over the VWAP play in there. So I don't know if that would be a benefit to you, just to kind of see how we play it and whatnot. Plenty of material on our YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out, I think it could be helpful for you. Yeah, our YouTube channel, same as just the name, Pack a Punch Traders. If you want to pull it up, Jared, real quick, can you? So right there, pumping out content daily. So it is a few weeks ago. I also have a live video going over how to make a watch list. That was right there. That's an hour. So, and then yeah, if you see it down here, the 1944-minute one, right there. That one is the one I'm talking about. What alert just went off, Jared?
Lira, I think.
MDVL or CRXT, quite frustrating. Just doing everything I want, just way too soon to set up the way I want. But that was nice out of all of them on there. I know this one's spiking, any other ones moving. Lex. Low float, low market cap, breaking over 350. Some resistance at resistance 450-ish. Already made decent open price. Up nicely. Lex, something to watch. Might be something.
Yeah, low float, low market cap.
Still has some resistance above. Oh, halted. Nice. Yeah, that would have been a pretty decent open price reclaim, VWAP reclaim. Still kind of early, but wow, that's nearly 10% all in a minute or two right there.
Yeah, so we'll keep this on watch.
Yeah, I depending on your account size and your consistency, that's very possible. Yeah, good for you. Just focus on that. That's one thing that I wish I did early on. Just
Focus
figure out
on
what I
one.
want, 1, 2, maybe 3 patterns, and just focus on those and how those work out. Definitely will find consistency, and from consistency, the money will follow, and you'll probably be making that, if not more. CRXT, dude, everything I want. That's so frustrating. That was a frustrating play. That's annoying. ATER with the bounce hold, and wow, can we get a pretty side daybreak and spike a dollar? Fear spiking. Damn. Okay, let's see how we want to play this. So
I'm still gonna be patient.
Yeah. So let's see how this holds. So now we got a confirmation of the breakout level in the mid 14s. We got a solid volume candle here. If we keep making higher lows and holding up, this could be nice. I might have missed the bottom, like the ideal entry, but if this thing is gonna make the move that I want, that I expect, getting in the mid high 16s won't be an issue. It'll still be an angle to make a quick 10%, 15%. And who knows, by the end of the day, this thing might take off more. That might be a conservative goal. So we'll see how this works out. But right now, I'm liking the bottom that it's setting. Viru is looking good.
Yeah. That's why I keep going back to it and checking it.
Multi-day bounce has not happened today so far. Oh, nice.
I don't want to see that. I want this to hold.
Why does it matter? We can play a multi-day bounce again. Because that play that we had yesterday, it still was. Bulls are still in control technically. By the end of the day.
Yeah, no, and it squeezed
So
after hours.
if this ends up having some more dipping, a fade off the high, I would love a multi-day bounce. So that's why I don't really care which direction this goes, because I will have.
But I would love to just be able to play the breakout. I'm upset that I stopped watching it, and the fact that I only took 5% off the whole fucking move it made.
It happens.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you
like
had other plays. You're fine.
I know, but it was a beautiful play, and I wanted to capture that breakout.
forgot about that.
It's like, nope.
Dude, from 30, 38, 39,
Down to like 5.
480s. Wow. No intention of bouncing.
Could you imagine if you were short that and just holding the whole time?
And you did just
Yeah. It's,
LEXX is back. There's a test of mid fours I was warning.
it is back.
Okay, so now I'm digging this play for just a Friday short squeeze. We're cheating today like Friday since we don't have trading tomorrow. Day off for Good Friday. So we got resistance, obviously mid fours, whole dollar, half dollar level. A little bit at 460, 470 ish, where there's a red candle.
Yeah.
After that, we got a little bump around 490. So this thing might take off soon. So if it gets up to the high fours, 5-ish, and fails to break down up there and consolidates, I will be looking for a move from that area to test the next level around 6. That's a lot of volume that just came in fine.
Right now, I'm just feeling like I should just stay patient.
Yeah, no, most definitely. ATM it. Nice. Getting back to 7.5. Went over it in the pre-market live stream, but just keeping it on watch for a potential test of 7.5. It does need to make some strong volume for a stronger move, a clean, nice move over that breakout level. There's a lot of selling. It's a red candle, 30-something million. We're only doing 500,000 right now in volume. So definitely need to let this thing develop. If it goes, it goes. Whatever. Doesn't fit the criteria. But that is just something to keep on watch. Nice. LEXX, new highs. Nice. That was a beautiful open price play. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Some strong line. TER, another slow grinder. This thing could break 6. We could get a strong move back to mid 6s where previous high day is. And from the watch list, we're looking for that previous high day break on that one. So far acting like a solid retrograde move, but I haven't really tracked that play, so I'm not confident in it that much. So, but I have tracked the previous high day, so we'll be looking for that 664-ish breakout for a quick 10-15%. This thing looks done. Ooh, adder. Nice. Over 6. The low 6s. Wow. That was a nice move. Nice.
What was that?
CRXT, I bet. That's hella cool.
Did you catch dead bottom?
Yeah. Day low. Just bought it right out of the gate.
That's.
Let me see. Okay, at what price and what time were you taking it? Because just looking at the daily chart, yeah, not that got a lot of overhead resistance, and the fact that it already had quite a strong move. Yeah, you're kind of getting the backside because you got a bunch of overhead resistance in the morning, and you see you got lower highs continually coming in, and that's just showing the downward trend. Is below the average, which is a VWAP, the purple line that we got there in the middle. Yeah, there we got the trend line. So it was kind of under control of the shorts and sellers the whole time when you were getting in. That's all I can really say with no volume really either. It was just, it all got overextended. It had, essentially if we're going to look at it as a bounce play, because it had the huge panic, and then now we're bouncing.
Because a lot of times, it'll perk through VWAP. It'll get that volume perk.
Yeah.
You know, like say here, it's starting to get some volume, and a little bit more comes in, and we start perking through VWAP. A lot of times,
that'll become the VWAP play that we're talking about.
But a lot of times, there won't be enough volume, just like in, what was it, CRTD yesterday?
To really continue higher, yeah.
To really continue higher, and it's just going to get stuffed and have, like, you know, a quick perk through VWAP, and it'll get stuffed if there's not enough volume. And that's what happens to me a lot when I play that.
Yeah, but all I can say is the trend just wasn't in your favor for it to go up. Just overall momentum was downwards. No lower highs.
No volume came in.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for coming on here.
Let's go, baby. Grind time.
Yes, sir. CRXT still seems interesting. It's still holding up. It's rotated the float now. What do I think here? Decent little bottom around 140 so far. If CRXT could keep holding up and consolidating around VWAP and come back, make higher lows, I could see a high day break for a possible test of close to 2. Anywhere from maybe 190s, 2-ish. Just looking for a quick, I think you get a 20% move out of it. I'll be aiming for 10-15% profits. But if this thing fails to break down and start putting in a downtrend, I think we could really get a move, because now it looks like it wants to start making some lower highs. We'll see how it acts. We definitely need strong volume with bearish action while it's still kind of holding up. That's a recipe for a short squeeze. So we'll see how that acts, but definitely keep an eye on that for a potential play later on.
And even possibly a breakout over like this 211, 210.
Yeah, if it gets up there and you're just patient, you wait for it to get there.
It's trading really good volume.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be today either. It could be Monday.
The leg's still holding up. Neat. Let's see what this does. So far, weak volume on the bounce move here, but it is holding right around 4. That could very well be a high day break as well. LEXX, I like that for a potential high day break. If that could come back, low float, definitely needs to keep an eye on the volume. But if it could keep holding the 4-ish area, just fail to break down convincingly with the float like that, 5.4 million, and it starts making some uptrending, rotating the float already twice, we can definitely get a move back to the high and higher than that. Good morning, buddy.
Morning.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Woo, 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 woo.
I don't know why that just popped in my head. I don't even know what it's from.
NDVL trying to do a multi-day bounce, but volume. It's scaring me out. Awesome here. Let's see. That's nice. I love that I was able to add this on the watch list. The only one that I added. Worked out decently. Need me to find the float for you on some stuff too?
Yeah, what's the float on CRXT, fatty?
I went over at 20.3 million.
So it's
Give it a
rotating the
case.
float.
Yeah, it's doing good volume.
That's what's making me interested, like making me want to take maybe some starters. But I still want, but I also want to be patient. I also want to just be patient.
MDVL, it's catching my eye. It makes me want to buy. Cause I keep saying the trend reversal. If it keeps holding trend, it's gonna invite the volume for the short covering. So multi-day bounce, MDVL.
off.
Damn, it's coming back now.
What? Lex?
Lex. Please give me more consolidation. And DVO slowly but surely working out. I really wish we could a little dip here. I could get into. Hesitated at that 144 at the green move, which was the high.
Lex.
Yeah, I know.
Chill. Chill.
I know, Jared. Damn it, DVO. She didn't learn my spiel yesterday. The volume
I was gonna buy it too.
I hesitated. I thought about it. 'Cause I didn't mention it. I'm like, oh, the volume follows.
I was gonna buy it. God damn it, what the fuck is this? I was so pissed. I was like,
That's devastating.
as soon as I saw it, but it was right here, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna chase it. I was like, fuck. I was like, literally like 2 minutes too late.
That's a little devastating.
Dude, I'm pissed.
It's okay. It isn't up and up yet. If this thing dips, we could get another move higher. But 10% like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Real quick,
few
just
minutes.
I'd be out right now. I'd be good. I'm
Ah,
happy.
see, this is what I'm saying. I need to get used to this play. Because this is something where even if the volume isn't totally there, it's about the trend. You're looking for the short covering. And they're going to start covering when the momentum shifts, when the trend starts changing. That's disappointing. That is quite disappointing.
But there it is, folks. There is.
Still not over yet. It's still not over. I might be able to get in. If it dips and fails to break down again, why not?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just saying, you could have taken your snipe right there and be done.
I know.
You could have
definitely.
taken your snipe right there and
But
get
we're
it done.
Oh yeah, I know. But we're aiming. This thing is. It could
Shut
get
your
to,
mouth.
Jared, calm down. Trying to get to the 180s. That's right around 30%. Went over it in the pre-market live stream. So it does have some range for a profit. You just need it to dip a little bit and fail to break down. Lex, hard retreat. Wow. Yeah, too soon.
Oh, it's fucking raining. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
CRXT, that's a potential play. Really digging that as well. I went over that for 163 high daybreak. Which seems like it's working out right now.
CRXT looking good.
Hold up. Ooh.
Oh, that might break high day. And
I have to go with my haircut soon. Dang it. It's okay. At least I get to trade late day.
there it goes. Kind of a lame morning.
Right? It's okay. Missed a couple plays, but at least, you know, we're on the right track. Better safe than sorry, I think. Still holding up. This thing's yeah, that's something to get used to with the volume. Something to get used to.
Come on, let's get above 160. Let me see it. You can do it. Here we go. Annoying.
Is Adder trying to hold up? Or sorry, IMTE. Well, Adder is also holding up. That one is coming back. But IMTE trying to go red green here. That's some different price action than usual. We'll definitely be looking for a high day break on IMTE.
What, 588, 587?
87, yeah. That could be a nice potential trigger. Oh, MDVO, that's annoying. But yeah, okay, I gotta get going. I'll be back. Boring morning so far. Missed a couple plays. Some didn't really set up the way we wanted either. So just being patient. IMTE might be something for a high day break. LEXX, if this fails to really break down, that comes back for a high day break. That could be a very nice play as well. Almost remind me of IBDA, except more close up. IBDA did this bottom broader for over more time. And then we got CRXT holding up nicely, doing what I was thinking. High day break to continue higher. Let's see if it could push past that 176 pre-market high and push to 2. That would be. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you
gonna
got a
wait
breakout
for that breakout over
over 2 as
210.
well. So, yeah,
So just gonna stay patient. Not a whole lot going on this morning.
yeah.
We're gonna take a break.
Take a choke. TRBI 320 breakout. I remember that. It's in the back of my mind. So, what is it doing intraday? I know volume looks kind of weak. Okay, that's kind of setting up nicely. I don't really like the volume, but that's a solid breakout. But yeah, I gotta get going. I'll see you guys later.
Later, fatty. I did just take it, fatty. It did just break. Only 50 shares though.
Dude, I officially, in one phone call, went from 40 minutes early to leaving to I'm now 10 minutes late already.
That's
Fucking love
hilarious.
myself.
So far, I don't like this spread. 322 by 326. And I don't like this big volume exhaustion, and it's not sustaining itself. Didn't have that much of a push. But we'll see how 320 holds.
For a bunch of lunch shit. Didn't even get to make a single fucking lunch out of it. No way out of time right now.
Bring a banana?
Oh, bring it in there.
Maybe an apple?
Don't like eating bananas.
You want bananas?
I just don't understand how that banana's supposed to be eaten.
They're probably the easiest fruit.
No.
Oh, I mean, even an ape could figure it out.
Yeah, but is that the correct way to eat a banana? 'Cause you don't eat a banana like that. Apes crack it in half.
Not all.
Do you go from the bottom? Do you go from the top? Do you
It's
crack it in
easier.
half?
You get a bigger grip from the, I feel like, from the top.
Do you break the pieces off of it?
I mean, ape does it this way. I do it this way because I'm smarter.
Did any apes go snap?
Yeah, that's retarded.
Right. Some people say that you're supposed to go from the bottom.
I've always been a top happy guy.
Sad. Well, my lunch is open. There's like cake on the top.
You wanna bring the can of tuna? Crack it open?
I will fuck you up, dude. Please.
Godspeed, brother. Ugh. Hey. Tell everybody I'm on my way.
To shit yourself.
Jax. No. No. No.
Wow, MDVL, the 170s. MDVL in the 180s, the high 180s. $190s. This is so annoying. Should have been in at 144. Now we're in the 190s. Should have been the play of the day so far in the morning. Sheesh. That's why I just took small size, small little starter. MDVL was the play. Should have been in at 144. Beautiful multi-day bounce. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. And this just doesn't have the volume. And it is a slower mover. Kind of just forced the trade here just because I missed MDVL. But again, that's why I had small size. $6, $6.50 loss, $6.50. Should have killed it with MDVL. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Tap 2, high of day is probably done now. Gonna call it a morning, so just gonna take, just gonna take a break for a couple hours. Just don't feel like sitting around for this midday. just gonna give it some time. Not a whole lot going on right now, at least for us with how we trade. So I don't want to. I'm already upset that I missed MDVO. Should have been in at 143, 144, 145, and it's just frustrating. Very frustrating. So I don't want to force anything now. I'm just going to sit on my hands. I'm going to keep an eye on stuff and see how things, hold up and play out. But as of right now, not a whole lot going on. So if I see something pop up, I'll definitely hop back on. If not, probably going to wait till 11 o'clock. Time is it? A few hours, about 3 hours. I'll hop back on, and we'll tweet it when we're getting back on. So we'll try and get that late day performance.